This is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Reporter Luke Wechselberger is in the studio and has the details on WSU Springfest. Luke, what can we expect?
Well, it looks like this year's 2015 Springfest is going to be one for the books. With back-to-back Grammy-winning artist 2 Chainz bringing a superior caliber of entertainment to WSU, the Cougs are sure to love it. As a matter of fact, I went out and saw just how crazy the Cougs are for Springfest. It's an annual music and arts festival hosted by the Washington State University Entertainment Board. The event typically brings over 10,000 students, faculty, and alumni to the Palouse community to celebrate the end of the school year.
Well, I can't wait for Springfest. About to go down, about to have a good time.
I'm pretty excited, honestly, but what kind of sucks is like all the final stuff coming up together.
Events begin on April 24th at 8 p.m. in Beasley Coliseum with stand-up comedy from Jimmy Tatro and a special guest.
Pumped for Springfest. Gonna go see my boy Jimmy Tatro. Love him, he's hilarious. Yep, you know, I've never attended before. I've seen the carnival when it was occurring in the past. But I've never been to a Springfest, so yeah, I'm really excited for this year.
2 Chainz is sure to be the biggest hit.
We sold out of floor seats within about 3 hours. It's one of the fastest selling tickets that I've been a part of here.
When I got there at 6, I was number 83. There was already people there before me.
2 Chainz ain't that good.
I mean, Springfest is a great event. I encourage everybody to go. It's a great celebration of another good year of being Cougs and celebrating the spring as it's coming. So everybody should go to Springfest.
Elijah Blake will be closing out Springfest tomorrow at 8 p.m. Tickets are $25 for students and $35 for the public. In 2004, Washington State University's president, Lane Rollins, made the decision to upgrade the WSU golf course from a 9-hole student-oriented facility into an 18-hole world-class, state-of-the-art golf course and club. This proposal sparked controversy due to its anticipated water usage. The sole water supply in the Pullman-Moscow region is at risk because of a persistent decline in the water levels of the Grand Ronde Aquifer.
My name's Steve Robichon, and I'm the executive manager of the Palouse Basin Aquifer Committee. And right now, the water is about 120 feet down below the surface. So it's gone down from on the surface to 120 feet below the surface during the course of the last 100 years.
With aquifer levels declining at a rate of 1 to 2 feet per year, golf course executives are attempting to efficiently manage every gallon of this fossil water.
We use, on average, about 45 million gallons a year. The typical golf course uses between 60 and 85. So we're much below typical here.
So how is the Palouse Ridge golf course able to conserve?
There's a weather station that tells us how warm it is, how windy. It actually creates a calculation, and then that calculation is fed out into 54 computers on the golf course that tell the heads how much water to put down. The species that were chosen were Jacqueline varieties. They have several great characteristics. They grow low, which golf needs to have. And with that, they have a very good root system, so they can go deep down. And then they don't use a lot of water. Of course, being 8 years old now, we're going to upgrade the computer system to a new software that Toro has just come out with, and we look to do that next year, which will probably make the system even more efficient than it is now.
As it turns out, the Palouse Ridge Golf Course only uses about 7% of WSU's annual water usage. Future plans intend to bring that number even lower. For Murrow News 8, I'm Luke Wechselberger. The Alta Lake Golf Resort Pro Shop located in Pateros, Washington will be reopening after it was destroyed in a fire 9 months ago. The largest wildfire ever recorded in Washington roared through the state, destroying close to 350,000 acres and 300 homes. Pateros was one community that was hit hard by the fire. The golf course is now open less than a year after the disaster.
That's all the news we have for you tonight.
Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 o'clock, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Welcome back. I'm Luke Wechselberger with the latest in sports. Washington State basketball coach Ernie Ken announced yesterday that a trio of players are transferring. Junior forward Aaron Chatham, along with freshman Jackie Davis and Trevor Dunbar, are granted a release from the team. Kent said the team appreciated the contributions the three made to the program over the last year, and he wishes them the best. In an update to a story we were following last night, Washington State murder suspect Song Wang was found and taken into custody early this morning in Northern California. The 20-year-old is wanted in relation to the murder of Kittaporn Soso Washari and the fire set to her apartment in Bellevue, Washington on March 31st. Wang has previously been linked to human trafficking and prostitution investigations in the state. In other news, a woman who accused a former Alabama football player of assault this past weekend is now backtracking. The 24-year-old woman recanted her statement to the police and admitted the entire story was actually fabricated. But defensive lineman Jonathan Taylor has already been kicked off the team. The NFL's zero-tolerance policy makes Taylor's chance of getting back on the field pretty slim, even though the woman recanted. That's all your sports for tonight. Coming up after the break, find out which NBA future Hall of Famer got his ankles broken. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Welcome back. I'm Luke Wechselberger with all the celebrity gossip you want to know. Rumor has it that rapper Nicki Minaj and boyfriend Meek Mill have sealed the deal with a giant $50,000 ring. Minaj teased her engagement Wednesday by tweeting a ring, heart, and diamond emoji saying, "I'll post it later." And I did actually see on my own Instagram that ring, and wow, it is beautiful.
Luke, are we going to see any more beautiful weather?
Well, as a matter of fact, Megan, we are going to see the sun continuing throughout the weekend into next week. As we saw this afternoon, a beautiful day. We had a high temperature of 72 degrees, shattering the average temperature of only 52 degrees for March 27th on the day. Recreational pot prices are coming down from their high in Washington State. Growers are now producing more marijuana, and for Pullman's first pot shop, business is booming. In the beginning, the prices in legal pot shops were more than quadruple what black market dealers were slanging buds for.
So when we originally opened up, they were $36.75 per gram before tax. So it came to just under $40 with tax per gram.
Now buyers are able to pick up twice the amount of top shelf cannabis for the same price as what they used to pay for just a gram of lower quality weed. Mary Jane says most of her customers are 30 to 60-year-olds, and the hefty price is due in part to state taxes.
It was rough. Just it was all the taxes in it was the biggest, the hammer to it. So
we give a lot of money for this too.
Pot retailers aren't the only ones paying up. In addition to the 25% Mary Jane's pays in taxes, the producers and farmers each pay 25% of their profits to the government.
Some of the products that we're bringing in, like shake and stuff, they are below $10 a gram now, sold in 2-gram quantities, so that's really helping out.
I'm standing outside of Mary Jane's Pot Shop located at 1335 Southeast Bishop Boulevard, and this proves to be a popular spot for pot since the closest other bud tender is an hour and a half away in Spokane, Washington. For Murrow News 8, I'm Luke Wechselberger.
The WSU Police Station offers students and citizens the opportunity to see firsthand how officers go about their business. Murrow News 8's Luke Wechselberger has more.
To help foster a positive relationship with the Pullman community, the WSU Police Station offers a ride-along program that puts citizens in a squad car and out on patrol.
Sometimes folks just want to see what we do. Other times there are people who may have an inkling they want to try law enforcement and just want to get in a car and see, is it really for them? Do they want to try it or not? Sometimes it's just curiosity.
Ride-along participants act only as observers. They do not perform any law enforcement work that the deputy would normally do. And when the blue lights begin to flash, the adrenaline rush is very different while observing from the other side of the ticket.
We're responsible for the safety of the person in the car and stuff, so usually we ask them to stay in the car, like if they're doing traffic stops and stuff like that.
To participate in the Citizen Ride-Along program, applicants must be at least 18 years old or have written parental approval, and they are required to complete an application and liability waiver form, as well as successfully complete a background check. As I found out for myself, the best way to see what's happening at our WSU campus is to ride shotgun in an officer's cruiser and just see how they protect us 24/7. For Murrow 8 News, I'm Luke Wechselberger.